So Brian, I thought you would be the perfect guinea pig for this bike because you ride a Ducati Multistrada, and I just, when I was out riding this, all I could think about was comparing it to a Multistrada. It feels a bit the same way in terms of riding position and the way it performs. What was your first impression?
Yeah, a lot of similarities there. It has a lot of interesting technological features to it. That's lots of little gadgets to play with, which is kind of fun. It has a certain presence to it when you sit on it. The way the bodywork flares out, it feels big and solid. Very, very comfortable sitting on the bike. Yeah, has a nice presence to it.
Yeah, I definitely feel like it's a sporty all-rounder. It certainly likes to carve corners, and I sort of owe a lot of that to that triple. What did you think of the engine? Let's start there.
Really nice. Very, very quiet. Has a nice steady tone to it. Nice broad power band in it. Really good usable range. I was riding along in way too low of a gear, trying to get it to lug and chug well below 2,000 RPM, still smooth.
Yeah.
Roll on the throttle, certainly not responsive at a low end there, but it didn't falter, it didn't hesitate, it just rolled on, and certainly enough power for just about anything you want.
It's got a lot of oomph. It's got that triple character that I like a lot. What did you think of the shifting, the clutch, the gear shift?
Clutch very good, nice and solid. Shifting very smooth, very, very light. It went in and out of gear very, very easily. No clunks. Clutch engaged very smoothly. Downshifting very, very smooth, very predictable.
Yeah.
Good control both up and down, really nice.
Brakes, feel, power?
Brakes, great. ABS works very well. I tried my best to get a wheel to stop and couldn't do it. Even from 100 kilometers an hour, I was stopped in no time. Really good, solid feel.
Yeah.
Tracks very, very well. I stomped on the rear brake and I managed to get a bit of chatter, but it didn't fully lock up.
Okay. What about the instrument pod and the layout of the cockpit? Personally, I like this pod. I'm not usually a big fan of that, but I just loved the information that was available there and how sharp everything was.
Yeah, the colored dash, the display is really nice. Lots of good information on there. It didn't take long to get used to what all the buttons do.
Right.
It looks a little ominous at first, but it becomes pretty intuitive.
Yeah.
Nice to be able to select, different information like your fuel consumption and your temperature and things like that. That's just with a simple spin of the wheel here, and you get whatever information you're looking for, which is really nice.
Yeah.
I noticed that at one point in time, a little light comes on to prompt you that it's time to shift up, which is kind of a neat little thing.
Yeah.
I did start to wonder a little bit about things like that it might distract your attention from the road a little bit if you're looking for that light to come on and things like that. But all in all, it gives you everything you need.
What do you think of the fit, the finish? Like I personally love this top stitching.
Yes.
And just the quality of the material in the saddle, but overall fit and finish.
Yeah, that's what struck out to me too, is this colored stitching on here. It just really nicely tied everything together. Fit and finish is great. The bodywork is nice and tight. It flows very well. Riding the bike, there's good wind protection. It's ample to keep yourself a little warmer on the cold days or the rainy days. The windscreen is very easy to adjust up and down while you're riding. The hand guards, I'm not sure on a cold day if they would direct enough airflow over your hands where you still feel a bit of wind, but they're certainly going to help.
Anything you didn't like?
Didn't like? Not very much. It's a very nice all-around motorcycle. Performs really well. I did find the handlebars and foot pegs were just a little bit buzzy, and that might be indicative of the three-cylinder, the triple.
Yeah. So who are we recommending this motorcycle to?
I think this is for anybody who wants to get out and ride longer distances. Certainly a nice bike to just, today I'm going 200, 300, 400 kilometers from here for a cup of coffee, and you're going to get there in comfort and hopefully find some windy roads along the way, and there's lots of potential for good times with this bike. It handles very nicely, corners very well. The saddlebags are a great thing. You can pack a change of clothes in your rain suit depending on what weather you're going to come across, and very versatile.
A real spirited weekender.
Yeah.
You could run it hard through the twisties. and also arrive fairly rested. It's pretty comfortable, eh?
It is.
Yeah.
It really is. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thanks for coming out and trying this bike today, Brian.
No problem.
Hope
My
you had
pleasure.
some fun.
It was a lot of fun.
Great
Thank you.
job.